Yo, what's going on tonight, guys? It's Felony here. It's September 2nd. It's Thursday. You know, killed the market today. It was a little rough conditions, but we made it work. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you guys how I use TradingView, kind of like a tutorial and a did you know. TradingView is such more than a charting system. There's so much data available at your disposal, and I'm going to show you how to use that to your advantage today. I'm also going to go over the indicators I use, how I use them, and my charting system as a whole. It's going to be real quick, easy, and simple. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. So what we got here first is the basic indicators that I use, right? I have two different sets that I use for charting and trading. So right here we have the 9 EMA, 21 EMA, 50 EMA, 200 EMA, and VWAP. The next one I added specifically for the video along with the SNR. So the Fibonacci retracements are levels that you can find, take profits, pullback levels, but what I have here is the simple one. What that does is for people that are new and don't know how to draw it, you can just click on this and it'll automatically do it for you. What you want to do is go to indicators. You want to go to type in simple Fibonacci retracement. And it's made by Trade Chartist, and you can use that one. This is what it will look like. It'll pull it up for you. The levels you want to look out for are 236, 382, 0.5, 618, and 1. Those are very good levels to go off of. Next we got here is SNR, which is a structure-based indicator. I usually do it visually, but I added this for people that are new, and it's good to know where structure is. Levels on a stairway, like on the way up. For the next leg up, it creates a structure. Next we have the Bollinger Bands. What I use these for, strictly use them for, I call it the rubber band effect. So what we got going on here is you can think, right? This is the way I use them. Some people use them differently, but this is how I use them, strictly for charting. I do use them intraday sometimes, mostly charting. Think of it like a rubber band, like a slingshot. So when it comes down to this lower band, it pushes it back up, and when it comes up to the top band, it pushes it back down. So the way I use those for charting, checking out how overextended, oversold we are in situations like that. Now pivot points. These are another set of my favorites. They give you a general area of support, resistance, points to take profit, and good pullback levels. Right? The way I have mine set up is just like this. Everything is the same except I keep on historical pivots, and number of pivot bat is 2. Nothing else is different. It's all the same. Alright, now that we went over the indicators, I want to get into the watch list, right? So this is how I have my whole watch list / everything set up, right? So I have all my watch lists here, different things for different watch lists, different sectors and things like that. So I always have an overview on the market. Now, what I do here is I'll use these flags for plays for the day. Red being it's an okay play, yellow being okay, it's high alert, and green being go. Blue is swings, and I'll do it just like that for the week. Now also you can go to a watch list and you can add a section inside that watch list. Add section and you can split them up just like that. You can also share your watch list. You can go here, hit share list, and copy link and then share it. Or you can go to advanced view and it'll tell you exactly what's in your watch list, what sectors you have, and exactly what are you trading. Very cool feature, a lot of data at your disposal, and we're going to get over that today. So the next thing we can talk about is the alert system, which I use a lot every day. It's my favorite thing about TradingView. It's honestly like you can't keep eyes on every single stock, right? You have a watch list, or you might have a watch list from the chat, or whatever's going on. You can only watch a select few of stocks. Personally, I only watch 4 or 6. So what I do on my secondary watch list, I'll add alerts on them on key levels, a breakout level, a good level of support, a trend line. You can add alerts just about on anything. So what I'll do here, if I see we have strong resistance at this 382 level, I'll add an alert. You can add them on trend lines, you can add them on volume, you can add it on any indicator you can think of. Whatever's on the chart, you can add an alert. So what I'll do is say crossing up, and I'll write a note to myself, broke long-term resistance. That way I know when this alert goes off, it's time for me to check out the cues. Maybe there's a potential trade here. So that's what I'll do on that end. You can have it sent to your phone, your email, or it'll play a sound on your computer, phone, email, whatever you want done. So that's a good way to use alerts. You can add it on volume. Just go down here and right click on it. If you want the cues to have more than 5 million volume, add that in there, and the same way you get the alert is like that. Super efficient. I love the way it works. I use it daily. Another good thing about TradingView, you can also add it on the RSI and MACD. So if you want a stock to be down under 40, you go to the RSI, right click on it, and you can add an alert. Say, let me know when it's below 40. or below 30, whatever you need to do. You could add them on moving averages as well. It's very efficient. Another thing we could talk about is tools that I use. So obviously we have the trend line here, and you can add alert on that as well. Just right click on it. You can say crossing up, down, less than, greater than, moving up. Another thing I use is the curve for drawing cup and handles. So you go from side to side and then pull it down in the middle, and then you can draw the handle with a trend line. Next thing we got here is the Fibonacci retracements. You go from the low to the high, and you can use those. Then you have the Fibonacci extensions. The way you use these is go from the low to the high to the pullback. So we can go from the low to the high to the pullback, and then we can get our take profit points, levels of resistance, and stuff like that. Next, we have the head and shoulders. If I see a nice pattern on the chart, I could draw that here, just like that. And then we have here a highlighter for highlighting divergences that I'm looking for, whether it be bullish, bearish, hidden divergences. Then my horizontal ray is how I set bounce levels, right? And I'll show you another technique that me and Aristotle use to catch bounces. So you just do it on the chart, it'll pop up, but it's not a full horizontal line. So when I'm charting, you see I will have a lot of these lines on my chart. So let me go to a stock that I traded today, and you'll see I have a ton of lines. So the red lines are horizontal lines, and the way I do it is color code them. So when I'm trading and I see this on my chart, I know the red line is a level of resistance. I know the green line is a level of support. I know this net right here made out of a rectangle is a bounce level, and these two other lime green lines are levels of bounces, right? This was Roku. Roku absolutely took a shit today, which is okay. It happens. You just move on to the next trade. These were my 4 stocks on my watch list today. I executed them to the best of my ability. It was a really good day in the market. Besides, at the end of the day, we definitely did have a downturn. Pullbacks are healthy, and I think we're definitely going to have a healthy one soon. So you can see here, I had all my stuff set up on Disney, my support, my resistance, my bounce levels. Same thing for Spotify. Huge winter day, was really nice. You can see my resistance is what got me out of this trade. I knew to get out, it was getting close to my resistance. You can see it came exactly in my net, which I compensate for, I'll talk about in a second. And Netflix, I had everything set up as well. Okay, so now we can talk about is this little net thing that me and Aristotle always use. We get tons of DMs about. Very simple, there's nothing special about it, and it's a little difficult to use if you don't know what you're doing, right? So it's simple. All it is, we'll go to a stock, I don't have anything on. We can go to QCOM, right? So what I do here is we can reset this chart. Say like our bounce level is on QCOM, it's 144.25. So what I'll do is I'll go grab a rectangle. So depending on the stock, depending the price of the stock, I'll compensate up and down. So if the bounce level is 144.25, I'll take the middle of my box and put it there. I'll draw it however long I need it to be, and I want the middle of my box to be right there. So that way, when it comes down to 144.25, I give myself some leeway. Because it's not always going to bounce an exact number. It might bounce a little bit before, a little bit after, and the net is just easier on the eyes. You know when it comes in your net, it's game time and you can enter there. Very simple, very easy. Same thing for rejects. So you can take this and turn it red, and then you'll have your reject area, the net for the reject. So you'll put that up on the other side. Say like there's a reject over at, let me see here. Reject at 146, put our net up there, and we can catch it when it comes up. Very simple and easy. It's way easier than just using a horizontal line because it's a little confusing. You want it to come down to the line. Sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, we covered alerts, the watch list, indicators. This is what I really want to get into, which is the data part of TradingView. It's much, much, much more than just a charting system. I will show y'all real quick 1 second on why I have my chart set up the way I do. Everything on TradingView is completely customizable. You can go to settings, you can change the candle colors, high, low, anything you want to do. I'm going to show all my settings in case y'all want to replicate them. Status line, this is what I have. You can pause the video and grab it. This is how my chart is set up, so I see all the indicator values, which is right here, indicator last value label. Appearance, I have my own color that I use because it's easier on my eyes. Everything else is relatively the same. Events, I do have earnings on here, so you see that pop up. Let me see, and that's pretty much the midst of that. Now you do have, drawing mode, which you can draw consecutive at one time. You can go here to what's new, and it'll tell you exactly what's going on with TradingView that's new that comes out. I always check this. Right here they said they added a new feature so you can take off indicators for certain time periods. Another really good feature that I like is the disjoint channel for drawing wedges. Super easy and efficient. They pretty much have something for everything. But let's get into this data thing. So what I want to do here is we're going to click on down here. We're going to go down to QCOM where it says QCOM right here, and below it is going to highlight something you can click on. So we're going to click on that, and then you just bring it to this screen. Now this is what I want to talk about. This is everything you need in one area. So after you chart your stock, you do all your technical analysis, you have your trend lines drawn, your bounce levels, your support and resistance. Come here and check out the internals of the stock, what everybody else thinks about it. Very efficient. A lot of downtime is cut because of this. You know, you can come in one place and knock it all out. So what we got here is the overview of the stock. You got the earnings, the EPS, market cap, dividend yield, and PE. You can see everything that's going on right here. And this is just an overview of the chart. So what I want to talk about here is all this stuff, right? So you can come here if you're new, don't really know how to chart, you don't really have a good idea of support and resistance, but you want to see what's going on with a particular stock. And you can do this with any stock. Just do exactly like I said, go down here and click on the highlighted name and this will pop up. So what I do is come here, and like I said, if you're new, you can go right here to the ideas, and everybody on TradingView that posted, you can see their charts, you can see their rationales, and you can agree with them or disagree with them. You can comment, you can like it, do whatever you need to do. So like I said, if you're new, you can come here and you say, hey, I like this guy's setup on QCOM, right? So he has a decent analysis, so you can check this out, you can draw it on your chart, and you can trade based on that. If you like this guy's analysis, you think it's valid, QCOM is going to do exactly what he said it was, or similar to what he said it was, you can use that. A lot of times they post a description, say, hey, today we'll speak about QCOM on a range that we like the context. The price is inside the range since January, etc., etc. You can read about it and you can see if you agree with him or not. He drew your ascending trend line, ABC pattern, resistance, support, and resistance, and you can trade based off that if you are new. There's tons of ideas here. You can scroll down pretty much forever. There's 36 pages on QCOM. And like I said, you can do this for every single stock. You can go to Tesla, Apple, Amazon, any stock on the market, they have ideas. So what you want to do is go there, and then you can do that. And then right here I use the technicals. So you're going to want to go to technicals, and this is where all the data is at. Everything that you need to see in the market as far as what the stock's doing, what the analysts are saying. They have analysts that specifically come on TradingView and rate these stocks on different time frames. So you can look on every time frame. So right here we have the daily. You can go from the 4-hour, 2-hour, 1, 15, 5, 1 minute. And you can see on here different ratings, whether it's a strong buy, neutral, sell, strong sell. You can see it for the oscillators, you can see it for a summary, and you can see it for the moving averages. And then it tells you for each one. So you can see the RSI right here on the daily is neutral. And then you can see the SMA, which is the 10, is a buy. The 20 EMA is a buy as well. Then you can go down here and look at the pivot points and see what they say, Classic, Fibonacci, Camarilla, and Woody's. So you can see all that right here. And like I said, you can do this on any stock. What I usually do, come here after I'm done charting, I'll look at the overview, then I'll look at the technicals, see what everybody's saying on the time frames, like the hourly is a key one. So here on QCOM, it's a strong sell on the moving averages, sell on the summary, oscillators, and then on the 5 minute, it's considered a buy. So it's important to take all this and put it together and see what you get. Then you can come here and look at the financials, overview, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, statistics. Everything is in one place. And a lot of people don't know this about TradingView, which is why I made this video. I can go a lot more in depth, but I'm going to keep it short today. I'll probably make another video eventually. Reading financials is kind of difficult. It does take time. I might do a video on that eventually. I'm going to try to put a bunch of videos out so you guys can understand how I use TradingView, because it's really an awesome app that you can use to get an advantage on the market, especially new people that are learning to trade, that want to trade, that don't know how to chart. Like I said, come to ideas and you can get anything you need to know about a stock, and if you agree with it, disagree with it, it's pretty cool. Now the screener I really don't use much. If I do use it, it'll be in the morning. I'll use like unusual volume. I want a stock that's up 2% on a day with the RVOL to be over 2, and I can set it up like that. It refreshes every 10 seconds, so if something pops up, you'll be able to see it fairly quick. You can scan for pretty much anything. Volume, you can look for a change. So like I said, if you want a 1 minute percent change, you can look for gaps. You can look at any kind of fundamentally based filter, debt to equity, quick ratio, operating margin, year-to-date performance. You can look for EMAs. You want a stock above the 30 EMA. You want a stock below the 200 EMA. Tons of things you can look at on here, and you can look for pre-market movers, post-market movers, pre-market volume. There's tons of good things you can look at here to find a stock that you would like to trade. You can pretty much tailor a stock that is to your liking. You can have your post-market volume this, and tailor it to your liking. You can go to descriptive, change it like whatever you want. You want the relative volume, like I said, above, we'll just say 2. And then you can change all that. Average volume, you want it at a certain price. It's really good to use. But me personally, I have a watch list that I've traded with stocks that I've traded, I'm comfortable with, and I know how they move. I get a lot of questions about how I create my watch list. So the only way I trade a stock, right, I like for it to be in play. What that means is it broke out, getting ready to break out, has news, a catalyst, or something of that nature. Give me a reason to trade it. You can look at technicals here as well. But yeah, that's a quick overview of TradingView. This is my watch list here. I have everything lined up, and I told y'all in the beginning of the video how I have it set up. An alert system is super awesome. You can see today I had a ton of alerts go off. Pretty much any stock that I want to watch, but I don't want to keep up on my screen to take up space, I'll set an alert for it so it goes off and I can get it during the trading day. But what we can do here is come to the screener, after hours, pre-market, and you can look for things. If you don't know exactly what's going on in the market, this will definitely give you everything you need to know. Yeah, I hope y'all guys found this helpful. I look forward to putting out another one. Yeah, I'll catch y'all in the chat. Hope y'all have a good day, a good weekend. Yeah, peace and love. I'm out.